Hey there, this is Troy Baker, and this is a piece of Schmidt.
Hello and welcome to this episode of the Piece of Schmidt podcast, the podcast where we sit around this table and scare my dog. That was Bruce.
He wanted cake. That's what it was.
You can't have cake.
Bruce, you can't have cake.
It kill you. It did not be good for the puppy and the moida on the train of Victoria Express. To my left, Wes Baumgardner.
Hello.
To my right, James Kircher.
Hello.
Behind the camera, my beautiful wife, Becca Schmidt.
Hi.
And I am the ever sexy
no
piece of Schmidt.
Why did you say it so
okay?
creepy? Ever
okay?
sexy.
I'll be all right.
Breathing heavy? Let me check your pulse.
Yeah, dude, feel that thing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You're fucking out of control.
Yeah, I know. I have a problem. This is Piece of Schmidt Podcast. You can go to Facebook and like us. You can go to YouTube and subscribe to us. You can watch us live on YouTube on Tuesdays and chat with us and get your comments read on the show and be our friends. And you can support the show by going to patreon.com/derailed. Paul! You can catch the audio on iTunes. Today, Paul gave us some Filipino treats.
And what are these treats?
It is called Hopia.
Opium. It's called
Opium.
Opium.
Hopium. It looks like sesame seed biscuits. Here's James's.
Yay. Because I started it.
Here's Wes's.
Oh my god, it's like burning hot.
You said a minute.
Did you really do it for a minute?
Yeah.
Oh.
You said a minute.
You just hit
You said 10 seconds.
I did, and I think I was right.
Wow. Probably were right.
All right. So, can we look up some information on what a hopium?
Opium?
Hopium.
Hopia.
Hopium. Hopefully it's yummy.
Do it, Wes. Becca, look it up.
I'm playing Mario.
Super hot.
How do you spell it?
Hopi something.
Hopium. Really? Because he said it's Filipino.
For both, actually.
Not opium, Katie.
Paul said, geez, Aaron, thanks.
Cooling it off. Or does everyone need to look it up? Can you be on the show, please, people? We have people to do this.
It says right here, Hopia is yet another favorite snack of Filipinos. The Hopia recipe is made of thin, flaky pastry filled with mung bean paste.
Croissants. Mung beans.
Mung bean paste and ube
Filling. Remember we had that ube thing?
Mung bean paste.
We had the ube, or ube,
Ubisoft?
No.
Yes. That's exactly right.
It actually looks like the picture, kind of.
Yeah. Ready? Did you already eat yours? Oh,
No.
there it is. I just saw crumbs. It's still hot. You got to blow on it. Paul, correct us. Is it 10 seconds or a minute we were supposed to microwave it?
Tell us right now, Paul.
You know there's a delay, probably.
While we eat this, let's talk about...
I'm just going to break it apart. Little crusties.
Interesting.
Not bad. It's sweet.
1 minute.
It is 1 minute. Okay, I was right.
That was a lot.
It's pretty good.
You like it?
It's sweet.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
It's got sesame seeds in it. I don't know what this whole paste thing is, but
It's mung bean paste.
You have to give it a minute to cool, he said.
Minute in the microwave, minute's cool. So, don't microwave.
I just realized I'm in the mic up.
The mic is like...
So what do you want to talk
When you actually talk, you're over here. And then when you need to blow on something, you just go right mid-mic.
So, what do you want to talk about while we eat?
Mung bean paste.
No.
What do you want to talk about? This is the podcast where we can talk about whatever we want. How's Wes this week? How's your week?
Week was good.
What'd you do?
Besides work,
Oh, I mean, yeah.
my mom came to visit.
How was that?
It was fun.
What'd you do?
Got a lot of beat.
Got a lot of meat.
Did you get beat by your mom? Did your mom beat your ass for being a little shit?
No. No, just hung out. Didn't really do much. Went out to dinner.
Did she say, Wesley Glenn?
No, it was just Wesley. No, it was just Wesley when I was in trouble.
Did you middle name you?
Nah.
Really? I'm going to middle name the fuck out of you.
What does Wes do to get in trouble on the farm? That's what I want to know.
Not pick up the cow poop?
Didn't have cows.
Pig,
Pig poop?
Nope.
milk,
Chicken poop?
Nope.
milk,
Pig poop?
eggs,
Horses.
Horse poop?
horse dung.
Did the horses ever come in the house? Like, did you have indoor horses?
Did they come in the house? Because that would be disgusting.
No, we didn't have indoor horses.
Did your none of your...
I had a visual.
I asked him if he had indoor horses.
Wes wakes up, the horse looking at his face every morning.
Bunch of horse DNA all over your feet. I don't like it. You took like a little baby bite. It's a little bitch bite.
This is actually really good.
You like it? You can have mine.
Oh, I like it.
So what was the most trouble you ever got in as a kid? I can tell you mine.
Jesus, no one likes it?
Yeah, I don't like it. I think it's the mung bean paste.
It's good.
Let the
Camera
Smell
people.
like death.
no names try it.
I have a name.
Let the derailed equivalent of Cyborg try it.
You want to try it, Becca?
No.
Most trouble you've ever gotten.
No. No.
Kindergarten / first grade.
How much trouble could you get in at kindergarten?
So, my school had a little...
What was it called?
Loon Lake Elementary.
Nice. Is it
How
in
am I
the
supposed
Zelda
to
universe?
go?
Sounds like a Zelda
Nobody
town.
told me.
No, just in Loon Lake.
Loon Lake. Okay, go ahead.
Our little office had a stack of suckers that you could go buy. The big gourmet ones.
Yeah.
I took one a day for a couple weeks. I was in kindergarten or first grade, one of the two. I
Did you understand the concept of like monetary value?
I knew that you had to pay for them.
And you just took them anyway.
I just didn't have money.
You're fucking.
Besides the fact my mom being pissed.
Were you like the coolest kid though?
No one knew I did it. Until
You did it for self gratification.
I did it for a sucker.
I like it.
36 hours of after school detention.
From
now-
your mom.
No.
Okay. The school found out.
The school found out 36 hours of after school detention, 2 hours a day
That's a long time.
for roughly a month. I think it ended up being a month after holiday.
Did you get off early for good behavior?
Holiday.
No. And our detention was literally
What did you have to do during that 2 hours?
they gave you remember the when you're learning to write the paper with the really wide
Yeah.
things. Write stuff like stealing is wrong. Basically the Bart Simpson chalkboard thing,
Oh my
but
God.
on paper.
Stealing is wrong.
Huh.
2 hours a day for 18 days.
So did you admit yeah, I've been doing this for a while now?
Well, they came into. I don't remember all of it, but they came into the classroom. They came up to me and said, "Wes, do you have something?" And I was, little kid
Wow.
and then grounded it.
And did you have a ton of suckers or
No,
just the
just
one
one.
sucker? And then, so that's what I'm saying is you admitted to having
they asked
you
if-
were a serial.
They asked how many times you did it, and I don't remember what I said. It was so long ago, but I said, yeah, I've done this before.
A lot of times. Is that, and then they're like, is that why I paid for all your cavity fillings? Because you've been stealing suckers every day?
No, my mom was just pissed that I was stealing.
Yeah.
You don't steal.
So, but the biggest trouble you've ever got in was that early on in life. So you learned your lesson.
Yep. / didn't get caught. I mean, let's be real.
Okay, follow-up question.
All right.
What's the biggest thing that you could have gotten in trouble for, but you didn't get caught? Don't tell me it was with the horse. Don't say it. Those indoor horses. How did you get by them when you were trying to get cereal in the morning? Did you have to go
You're
under
really
it?
going to keep this indoor horse thing going, aren't you?
I'm just wondering how it works.
It didn't. We did not have indoor horses.
I mean, yeah. None of us had indoor horses.
Oh no.
I don't know. Trying to think of what would be the thing I did that could get me the most trouble. Could have gotten me the most trouble.
All right.
I'm also trying to think of if parental statute of limitations would be. Yes.
How would your mom get... You're worried about getting in trouble right now? Is that what you're saying?
Hmm?
Wait, what? How? How would she know?
She could watch the podcast.
Aren't you like 30?
Yes. More like don't want to disappoint. A feeling of disappointment in your...
Yeah. Well, I mean, if it's not like, I put on my mom's underwear and I ran around the house and did the dishes, I think you'll be all right.
What about you?
Wes is like, I don't think so.
That's what you did.
What's the most trouble you
The most trouble I ever got in was when I got caught.
Really quick. I also got grounded for like double the amount of time.
Wasn't yours the porn thing?
Which porn thing?
The one where your mom
Multiples.
pulled you out of school because she saw
No,
you?
that wasn't
Actually,
the worst.
You want the thing that one of the things that'd probably get me the most trouble?
Why would you ask me to move on?
Sorry, I just realized. I
Interrupt
just
me.
thought of it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, so back in the teenage years,
Yeah.
porn sites, right?
Sure.
There was one that I went to that I didn't know what was happening, but we had dial-up internet. This would install a new dialer.
It was moaning.
No, the dialer, when you connected to the internet to the site, would start charging you every minute you're on the site.
Oh, God.
The first time wasn't at my house. I was house sitting. So they got a phone bill, and it was exorbitantly high. And here's the thing.
Did you have to say, sorry?
No,
I was on the computer the whole time you were gone.
Jerking it.
No, because it was for like a week. So it was like
Oh my god! Every day, Wes?
13.
You called every day?
No, I did.
I mean, you went on every day?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, it's also, don't forget about Destroy Your Dick December.
What's that?
Is where you jerk off once on December 1st, twice on December 2nd, 3 times.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
But, so I lied to my mom and her friend, who's the person that was house sitting.
What'd you say?
I don't know how that got there. I don't know.
Yeah, I have no
Just
idea.
No idea. And so they didn't have to pay the bill because they got the charges dropped. It's like, I don't know what this is.
Mm-hmm.
And, I stopped going to that site. But my mom, here's the thing. I think my mom ended up knowing because she asked, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
Because she not only did she look at how much it was, she looked at the dates and times and realized it was when I was there.
Yeah.
So I think she knew. I think she wanted me to come clean, and I didn't.
I mean, you did come clean.
What kind of 50s fucking turn was that? You want the shine to come off your tooth right there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, God!
And then the circle comes in.
That's probably it.
That's pretty fucking funny. But you didn't even... Yeah, so you
But I
should have
didn't-
gotten in trouble for it.
I should have got a lot of trouble, but I didn't realize,
How much was it? Do you remember?
So someone whose phone bill on average, and that was when you paid for long distance
yeah.
and stuff, was like $65, $70 a month in the $400 range. It's a porn site per minute you're on it.
Oh my god.
I would have fucking whooped my child.
Yep.
Probably would have liked it.
Paul says he brought a dart gun to school when he was in the 1st grade.
Oh, that'd get you in trouble. A dart gun.
All right, so when was your worst trouble?
I don't know if I've said... I have to think that I've told this story before, but I got caught drinking with my friend. And so it's a mixture of I got in trouble that time, but I also could have gotten a lot more trouble. at the same time because my friend and I, God, who was it? I think it was 3 of us. Friend one's grandma was out of town. Friend one went to grandma's house and stole a bunch of liquor, and then we hid it in the woods. And then the next day, we went and drank a lot of it, like a lot of it.
Yeah.
And then wandered around town, and then came home, played video games, and then his parents had come home, and they were like scuba diving or something, and so he went to go help them like unload the scuba tank, and like we were drunk. I was playing Half-Life 2 on Xbox. Half-Life 1? No, Half-Life 2 on Xbox, original Xbox. And he went to go help, like run to the garage, and then he was like helping with the scuba tank, and he like dropped it and was like super drunk or whatever, and so she called us both out. My parents had to like leave their job to like come pick me up, and I had to like clean the house, and like I got grounded. I couldn't get my license. Basically, I got caught for drinking at like 16 years old, but I could have got caught. Luckily, we just said like we bought it or whatever, but
Okay. What should you have gotten in trouble for?
stealing it.
Oh, the stealing.
Yeah.
No one knew that we stole it or that he stole it.
Until now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have. I had a lot of parties at my house.
Yeah, me too.
Did shit get stolen or broken?
Yeah.
That you had to
Not stolen, but broken.
Okay, TV.
One guy came over. We were like 17 or whatever, and this like 25-year-old came over because it was somebody's cousin that like bought us the beer, and he yo-yoed, like thought that was cool, and was like, there's like 19 of us in this little tiny house drinking and playing video games, listening to music, and this 25-year-old is like dual yo-yoing in my living room and like knocking ceiling stuff off.
Jesus.
Well, what's funny is remember a lot of times when you and me were kids, there was a lot of times yo-yos were like the most popular thing ever.
Yeah, but when we were like 9, not like 10 years later, it was seriously like everyone in the room was like, "Why the fuck does he have a yo-yo?" And then he pulled another one out.
I got this sweet butterfly yo-yo, bro.
Yeah, he was like dual yo-yoing and like breaking lamps, and like my popcorn ceiling was like.
Check out my sweet Dunkin'.
So how did you explain that to your parents? How did you talk your way out of that?
I don't remember. Somehow, I don't know.
I had parties at my house for an entire year that I should have gotten into a lot of trouble for. Police were called a lot for like noise and shit.
Luckily, didn't get police.
Yeah.
Got in trouble again later on after I got my license, because of the police. But
So you grew up in a small town too, so the cops probably knew your parents.
here's the fucked up thing: one dude at the party, one of my friends, grandma was a city councilor.
Oh, jeez.
And so we're all having a good time, and then he gets in an argument with one of our friends and leaves, and his grandma the whole time has been calling him unbeknownst to us, saying like, "Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?" And so he gets in an argument with one of our friends who's still there, leaves, and goes, "Hey, grandma, here's where I am." She calls the cops, and the cops come, and he's already gone.
Damn.
Oh,
Yeah.
bitch, move.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Wow.
All right. Your most trouble as a kid.
God. The one that I probably see that there's like 2. I feel like this one, if I would have gotten caught, would have been a lot worse. Because like my buddy's parents owned a storage shop, like a public storage kind of thing, you know. And you can save people's credit card information onto anything that has a magnetic strip. So he was taking the gate cards, and he was copying like this American Express cards and stuff like this onto a gate card. And then he would bring it to a place like a gas station or something and use it where they don't check the card or anything like that. Because he could just say, "Oh, it's a corporate card," you know?
Holy shit.
Because it's got the name of the business on there. So me and my other friend went with him one night. He did that. And then first we tried to go to an audio place and get a whole bunch of car audio stuff. right? It would have been like $4,000 worth of shit. And that got denied because there was a check after a certain amount, right? So we left. The guy that was running it was in on it. Like, he was going to get a cut, you know? So all of us went to an ABC liquor store, and we bought like $750 worth of alcohol, which I was not 21 yet. I was 20. So I had to wait outside. I couldn't even be in the building, like, when they won't even let you in the door. So we were going to Daytona Beach for spring break, and I had put all of said alcohol in the back of my truck in a big crate. There's a shit ton of liquor everywhere. Now, carrying it closed is cool if you're 21. Under 21, you're not allowed to have it.
I can't even touch it.
Right.
So I had it all in the back, and then me and my girlfriend at the time were driving up to Daytona in a caravan of people. There was like 4 of us, right? State trooper pulls me over for what I thought was like speeding or something stupid, right? Pulled me over because I wasn't speeding, though, because of the alcohol. But he pulled me over for window tint because it was too dark. And then if he had asked to check the back, like, I would have been fucked because I had a tonneau cover over the back of the bed. And he just gave me like a ticket for a tint, which is like $15. And then said, okay, have a nice trip. So if he would have opened the back, so A, credit card fraud.
Yeah, yours.
B,
Ours are like, no. His is like
jail.
pound you in the ass
Mine
prison.
would have been like, any work I got would have been to pay her back type thing. His would have been like,
I can't get my license, you know.
You could have went to serious jail time. What about getting caught, though? That's the other side.
What?
Like, what's the
What's
worst
the
trouble
most
you
trouble
ever
you ever
actually
got
got
as a
in?
kid?
So
It's the same thing. I got caught, but the cop was lenient, so I didn't. Like, I could have gotten a lot of trouble. I got in my truck and I drove to the beach to meet a bunch of people one night, but I drove like 95 miles an hour, and the speed limit is 50. But it's like a highway, right? It's called 595. It's an interstate, but for some reason the speed limit was super low, and nobody had any idea why. So I was driving, music blasting, windows down. It's like 2 a.m. I'm going to the beach, and then right when I get off of that entire, so it's like 5 miles of road. Okay, get off
5 miles.
This is how long the cop followed me. Followed me the whole stretch. Waited until we got off the ramp, and then I passed by a gas station. Then he flipped his lights on. He pulls me over. I pull in. It's 2 sheriff officers who were not white. Okay, so I'm like, I auto think I'm fucked. I've got illegal tint, cars lowered, bass was going 95 miles an hour. It wasn't signaling, changing lanes, like everything was terrible. So he's like, any reason why you're in such a rush? I'm like, I'm just going to be honest, I'm just heading down to the beach, blah, blah, blah. He was like, well, okay, license, registration, blah, blah, blah. I give him that, he comes back. He keeps me there for like 30 minutes. I'm like, the paddy wagon's coming. I'm getting arrested. Like, this is terrible.
Because you have the booze.
Yeah. No. This is a different story. Different time.
Jesus Christ.
Because he asked me about what I got caught for.
Getting caught, yeah.
And so you're getting caught now for speeding.
Yeah.
Got it.
Well,
Yeah.
as of now, we think he's getting caught for speeding.
Just for speeding.
And
Okay.
all the other shit.
So he comes back with a list of citations. Not signaling, reckless driving,
Yeah.
endangerment, speeding, tint, like all of the vehicle things too, the non-moving violations, like lowered, all this shit. And he was like, he goes, your record's clean. He's like, there's nothing on your record. And he's like, license is clean. He's like, and I had a show truck at the time. So he's like, you got a really nice truck. He was like, you should keep it that way and slow down, because this is everything I could have cited you for. And because you were more than 25 miles an hour over the speed limit, I technically could have arrested you. And I was like, holy shit. Never drove like that again.
Wow.
That was terrifying. And I drove 40 miles an hour to the beach the whole road. I was like 10 and 2. Everything was perfect. I was like, holy shit. I was still on like 20, I think.
You got any more? I have 2.
I have two more.
go with your tail, see if I can think of another
I
one.
wonder if anybody from Florida is watching this because they're going to be like, yep, that happened.
Good verification. Okay, so do you want the one that involves streaking?
We're going through the quads in the gymnasium.
Eric Andre did reverse streaking where he ran through with clothes a nudist colony.
That's funny.
So do you want the streaking story or the one that involves a nighttime horse?
An indoor horse and a nighttime horse.
Both.
God, Washington stories are weird.
Yeah. So horse is should have got in trouble. Streaking is got in trouble.
Streaking.
Okay.
Well, it's my vote.
Oh, I don't care. I'm just going to tell both anyway, so I want to hear both.
No, I'm only going to tell one.
Oh, then might as well be the one you got caught for.
Okay. So on my record until I was 18 years old was accomplice to public male nudity.
Wait. Accomplice?
Yeah. Okay. So
I undressed the guy who was streaking.
no.
You held the clothes? What's going on?
We're driving to get a tattoo with my friend who also got me in trouble for stealing the alcohol and drinking and everything. So same friend, right? We're driving to get him a tattoo.
Do you see a pattern?
He's the hello James, big issue tomorrow or whatever. Who's the Leave It to Beaver guy? The kid who's like super nice but then a dick to the like really nice to the parents but then a dick to the kids, gets him in trouble. You don't know? Anyways, he's that guy. Like my parents love him, but he gets me into all this shit. Shut the fuck up.
Trolling us.
Oh, is it? Yeah. So we're on our way. Are you gonna pay attention?
I'm listening.
Oh, you're looking for it. Yeah. So it's the kid. Is it gonna give you character names? Come on now.
Here, keep talking. I'll just pull up the IMDb.
So we're driving to get a tattoo, and we're like, I guess I could say his first name, Chris. We're like, Chris, you should streak at the homecoming game.
Eddie Haskell?
Eddie Haskell. He's Eddie Haskell. So we're like, Chris, you should streak at the homecoming game.
I'm talking to the camera.
Oh.
One of our fans wants a shout out. I said when we're done.
Oh. Who is it?
Eagle.
Shout out.
Shout out.
So he's like, okay. And we're like, yeah, all right. He's like, but he's kind of like one of those dudes who, he's Eddie Haskell. So like, he might do it, but like he won't do it. Like no one's going to streak at the homecoming game.
Right.
So we go to the homecoming game like 2 weeks later. And at this point, like me and him are like, no, we're like the two dudes. Like it's always Chris and Aaron and Chris. Like what did Aaron and Chris do this weekend? Aaron and Chris. So like we're partners, right?
Domestic.
Associated together a lot. So we're with our group of friends. We're at the homecoming game, and I'm literally sitting right next to Chris. And we're all like, man, I can't believe you bitched out. He's a fucking pussy, whatever. And then like none of us are gonna do it, right? So I turn over to talk to my other friend, and then for like 2 seconds, and then I turn back around and he's gone.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, where the fuck did Chris go? And everyone's like, I have no idea. And then all of a sudden I hear from like 2 minutes later from the far corner, I see the group of cheerleaders who are like getting ready to do their like halftime thing.
Yeah.
And they go, ah! And then you see like,
Oh shit. He's just running through the field.
and you could, I mean, he had a magnificent package that you could just from afar, just see like, and he's going, okay. So everyone's like, and you hear gasps from the screen, and we're like, holy shit, he did it. And we're like, woo! But there's a fence, like a wooden, old wooden fence that's like probably like 15 feet tall.
Yeah.
That they open up and the bus comes in to like drop the kids off. So he goes, runs across the field, and everyone's gasping, and then he goes to jump over the wall because he's got running shoes and then just buck naked.
Yeah.
Right? And so he jumps up, gets one foot on the wall, and it slips. And then he goes, "Doof," and everyone goes, "Ow!" Okay. So then he like kind of like naked crawls over the thing and does like the, and then, crashes down. So at that point we're like, we got to go find him. So we leave the game,
Gas station.
and this cop car, he like got in a car and like I think he parked his car over there or something.
This is where I park my car.
But I get stopped walking to my car.
Weird.
Yeah, and they're like, "Hey, we know you know Chris Lofton or whatever," and I'm apparently the one who like picked him up or whatever. So I get accomplice to public male nudity.
Wow.
Because I'm the one who picked him up.
Accomplice.
Oh my god, that's so crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got any mountain stories, Wes? Side of the mountain?
Where you mounted a horse.
Top of the
Inside.
hill, James. I've got some top of the hill stories.
What about the horse? Do you want to hear the horse story?
Sure.
Do you have another one?
I
Do you want me
don't.
to end with the horse story?
Let's end with the horse story.
Okay.
I told you you were going to
Did you
going
mount
to
the
say
horse?
both.
No. Whew. So I should have gotten in trouble.
Okay.
So this is like a week after I had gotten in trouble for drinking with Chris. And before the streaking. Okay. So we go to another person's house to drink. It was like a garage. We were pounding Rainier, Bush, just getting wasted. Down the road, past a gas station, is our other friend's house, who has a much more comfortable place to sleep. So it's a small town. It's 2:30 in the morning. What are you guys doing over there? You're throwing my groove off. So we're like, hey, we're all wasted. Let's go get some food at the gas station on our way to go sleep. What are you doing?
Trying to figure out if I was in the way of the camera. Dude, I'm not even doing anything. to you.
Horse.
So we go, gas station open 24 hours. We get the big burritos. We get, I think I got like hot chocolate or whatever. We leave the gas station. We start walking. And this is, again, back roads, rural Washington. One street light for every mile. Okay. So we get past the intersection, Four Corners. People who are from there know who that is. And then you walk past Four Corners. It's dark. So out of the darkness comes a horse. Just like,
2 empty halves of coconuts, banging them together.
and we're like, the fuck? And it just like comes towards us and then just looks at us, like stops, and then just keeps walking.
Weird.
It's 2:30 in the morning. We're like, we're fucking drunk. We need to go home. We're seeing horses and shit.
Your dog needs to go to the bathroom. That's not my fault.
Magical horse comes out of nowhere.
Magic.
Okay, so then we turn the corner onto the street where my other friend's house is, and we hear a car, okay, and we're like, oh shit, because we're 16, right? Mm-hmm. Like we need to not get caught drinking.
Yeah.
We're wasted. So then we hear, like he turns his lights on, or like whoop whoop, you know, and so me and there's like four of us. So me and this other guy I jump into the right side of the bushes, and he jumps into the left side of the bushes. And somebody else was like too late or something, like didn't jump, and so he gets stopped by the police officer. And so I'm like in the bush, I'm like listening, and I'm like, oh fuck. So the cop rolls down the window, and the guy's like, my friend like walks up, doesn't say anything. He's not giving himself away or anything. And the cop's like, have you seen a horse? We're like,
Of course.
yeah, it went that way. He's like, thanks. And like drove away.
So he didn't notice you guys were completely wasted.
Or didn't care or something. I don't know. He
Or the
needed to
horse
catch
was
his
more
horse.
Wow. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Saved by a horse.
Of course.
I just said that, Wes. I can't reuse it.
Shout out to Eagle.
Again.
You get 2 shout-outs.
The first one wasn't really a shout out. It was like a
Yeah.
dick shout out.
Girl.
Kick out.
Not for $450. Phone bill.
Oh.
Thank you for joining us on this episode. God damn it. Of the Pete Schmidt podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it.
Did you enjoy it?
Of course.
Like a horse?
No.
I like
Did you
the
enjoy it as
YouTube.
much as your indoor horse?
I like the YouTube live stream better.
Do you?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, man. I just feel like YouTube's a better reach, and then it's like, I don't know, just better. It seems like it's going better too. It's not
Okay.
like any issues
More
or
comments?
anything.
Are we not replying to them?
Following.
We are?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's good. How many views? Like 9?
There's 8 likes.
Oh, hey.
There's 5 watching right now.
Hey, high five, people. Thanks for watching, guys. This is the last show of the night. If you want to watch us next week, we are live every Tuesday at about 7:15-ish. We'll tweet and we'll Facebook when we go live, so you'll get notifications if you like us and subscribe to us on Facebook and YouTube. And then if you want to support the shows, you can go to patreon.com/derailed. And you can throw us comments and tell us what you want to talk about. We need topics for Piece of Schmidt. We always need topics for Piece of Schmidt.
Always.
Well, not always. Once a month we get a food box.
That's true. Thanks to one of our Patreon subscribers.
Which should be probably coming within the next couple weeks.
hopefully
Hopefully
they narrow that down. 'Cause
Hopefully
been
it's a
very-
good,
Yeah,
like it's a good one.
it's gonna be like
We also saved the last one an extra 2 weeks to do on the live stream. To do on remember, the Extra Life.
we skipped the extra life though.
Did we?
Yeah, we did it on the show
Because we got it while I was on vacation.
the Philippines.
And then we did it. We skipped 1 week, and then we did it. Okay.
Yeah, we skipped the week because we did the extra live stream. Anyways, check out all of our content on YouTube. Support the show on Patreon. Get the audio for all these shows. If you're an audio podcast listener, you can get them on iTunes and SoundCloud and all that good stuff. So until next time, we'll see you next time.